Yeah, this is a really exciting time for industry and for Seqirus as we continue advancing technology in the space of influenza protection and to help safeguard communities around the world. And as a leader on the front line of influenza protection, we really see the critical role we must play in bringing this technology forward, developing it today and for years to come. So in my new role as the VP mRNA program lead, I'm accountable for driving the mRNA program with a cross-functional and enterprise effort from development through to commercialization as an advancement on our differentiated influenza vaccine portfolio. So both traditional mRNA and the next generation saMRNA or self-amplifying mRNA give cells in the body instruction to make protein, which actually stimulates the immune response, and it helps the body recognize in the future and fight infections. And so with self-amplifying mRNA, it also gives the body instruction to replicate the mRNA, and that in turn makes more protein and amplifies the amount of protein being made. And so with saMRNA vaccines, it continues to give the body instructions. And as the vaccine allows for the ability for greater protein expression, we actually have the ability to administer the vaccine at a lower dose in comparison to traditional mRNA vaccines. So the COVID-19 pandemic is really a once in a lifetime event, and it's allowed for industry to advance research in mRNA technology. And in Seqirus, we actually have been working on the next generation saMRNA vaccine, and we'll be building on the work that we've been doing for a number of years on mRNA technologies. So we're in the preclinical phase today, and our goal and our intent is to move into human clinical trials next year in 2022. And so as we continue on this development path, we're going to let the science and the data lead us as we take these next steps. In flu in particular, we have seen promise in our preclinical work in seasonal influenza and pandemic preparedness for the saMRNA technology. And so we're going to continue advancing in our preclinical work and then eventually progress into human clinical trials in 2022 and continue to build on the science and the data that we are going to generate over the course of time. Seqirus has and will continue to seek top talent in order to support our differentiated influenza portfolio and to bring technologies and influenza protection to public health. And so we'll do that by investing in career development and skill development in our current team members and in bringing on additional employees in the future. And so as we scale up mRNA, we will continue to expand our workforce and bring in additional expertise. And we look forward to sharing those details in the future. Seqirus has a global manufacturing network with sites in the US, the UK, and Australia. And that manufacturing network is scalable by design and built to support large-scale vaccine manufacturing programs. For the saMRNA program, we are considering global locations and will continue to expand our manufacturing network as this technology is incremental to our existing technologies. So as we continue to look at the opportunities of where we build this manufacturing capacity, we'll be able to share details about that in the future. So as a leader on the front line of influenza prevention and pandemic preparedness, Seqirus continues to remain focused in the space of influenza vaccines, and vaccinations remain mission critical for us. So as we continue in this space of influenza vaccines, there are many unknowns around the COVID pandemic. And as restrictions loosen, as we return to offices, as we return to schools, it's important that we continue to support public health by providing influenza vaccines that are safe and effective, because with the changes in the COVID restrictions, we want to make sure that we are doing our best in controlling what we can against the resurgence of flu, and it's a potentially very serious virus. And so for us, we continue to be focused on the front line of bringing influenza protection and pandemic preparedness and continuing to advance our technologies. And we're really excited about where we are and where we're going.